Hey everyone, this is a Happy Animate Cafe Manager here with a commentary video on my recent 3DS games. Anyway, well, from what you see here's all I have for right now. There are two more games to be added to the collection, and that is Fire Emblem Fates Conquest and Birthright. I'm looking forward to getting those soon. So, forgot to address something. Happy New Year to everyone. Anyway, let's start with new 3DS. A game I cannot play on my DS because it's too dated. Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. It was a shocker for me that even for a used copy of Xenoblade Chronicles on Wii is now over $100. I should have gone to get a game when it was still new. It was about $50. And to show a testament how cool that game is, the character Shulk has made an appearance in Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U. It's a shame I can't play that game. And the cover on it says dusty as hell. Anyway, moving on to the rest of my 3DS games. And here's one I really enjoyed. Bravely Default. Yeah, before this game came out, I know in one of my subscriptions of Game Informer, there were pages and pages of ads for this game. I didn't exactly get this game as soon as it came out, but maybe a couple days after, and I really love this game. One of the great RPG games I've played in my life. I love the mechanics, the characters, dialogue skits. Yeah, the gameplay is what has me coming in for more. Especially with the bravery and the default mechanics, as well as bravery second. Class changes, whatnot. Yeah, I have not exactly beaten the game yet. Only because, well, I've spent a lot of time playing other games as well. I mean, they need attention as well. And I'm fighting some of the bosses in the Bravely Default. But I could never accumulate enough bravery SPP just to use bravery second in those really difficult fights. Anyway, next is Disney's Magical World. In my humble opinion, it's like the Disney clone of Animal Crossing. I've never played any of the Animal Crossing games, although I'm tempted to. I mean, I've heard New Leaf is pretty good. So I managed to get this game because I love Disney animation. The game is kind of fun. Yeah, killing ghosts, serving customers in a cafe, and greeting all kinds of Disney characters while collecting trading cards. You can also try on all kinds of outfits, create furniture for the cafe, and do some gardening in the 100-acre woods. As soon as this game came out, I drove all the way from Redlands to Riverside, lickety split just to pick up my copy of this game, along with an illustration book, which I qualified for when I pre-ordered Fire Emblem Awakening. I can't wait for Fates to come out. So I've lost track of how many times have I replayed through this game. Anyway, what's neat about Fire Emblem Awakening is that they have a casual mode for beginning players. But if you really want a challenge, I suggest just play the game over in classic mode. I only beat the game on Lunatic once, and I tried Lunatic Plus, and I cannot get past Chapter 2. I just can't. And this is the very first game I got for my 3DS. I love Kingdom Hearts, and I've been, wanting to complete the storyline, and I have everything so far. I'm just lacking the console to get Kingdom Hearts 3 when it comes out. And I've watched a video on YouTube about Jim Cummings, who's got the English of the voicing done for his character role for the 100 Acre Wood characters. But there's no news about the release. The game is still under development. As for Dream Drop Distance, I am loving the flow motion features in the game, along with spirits, the good Dream Eaters, who fight alongside you, which is a takeoff of having party members in like the older Kingdom Hearts games. It's a smart idea. A lot of people say it's a smart idea just to have just to assemble a team of monsters to fight alongside you, activate all kinds of finishing moves, combo attacks, the works. As much as I love Dream Drop Distance, well, that's actually my second favorite of the Kingdom Hearts handheld games, but my number one favorite is still Birth by Sleep. Next is One Piece Romance Dawn. Well, I wasn't exactly into the One Piece series when it came out, but I started when I started watching some of the episodes when it came on on 4Kids TV and then Cartoon Network. I eventually got the nerve to read the manga, and I'm very captivated with the storylines and all the action it goes on. I've heard that One Piece Romance Dawn had a PSP release in Japan. Anyway, this is one of the 3DS games that I have in my collection that doesn't require the use of a stylus or any use of the lower screen except for map. When I saw the trailer for this game, I'm like, oh crap, this is gonna be awesome. One Piece RPG. I mean, I have dreamt of an Inuyasha RPG coming out, but this is a kind of a sub-dream for me. although the features in the game are nice, but I am disappointed that there's way too much dialogue in the game. Not enough cutscenes to breeze through the monotony. And I swear, well, in the Alabasta episodes, I can't help but scratch myself. Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but well, when you get to the Alabasta stage, the dialogue goes on for on and on and on, and any stages after that the dialogues go on and on, especially with Water 7. Jeez, some stages are the disappointment. It's just you just breeze through the story. And another disappointment about Romance Dawn is that I think they may have skipped some sagas, like they skipped the Skypiea saga. I haven't seen all the episodes, so I'm just rewatching them on the internet. And so far, I'm at episode 140 or 150 something. I can't remember, or is it 160 something? Okay, I'm barely starting the Skypiea chapter. Anyway, as for the gameplay, it isn't too bad, but it gets pretty boring from time to time. But the fun features is you get to customize your character's accessories. I did beat the game. And one thing I got out of the game of Romance Dawn is I'm introduced to a lot of spoilers. Anyway, next up on my list is Paper Mario Sticker Star. Yeah, I didn't have too many games in my 3DS library at the time, and this was one. And this is one of the games that was growing in my collection. I really love Paper Mario since the first one came out on the Nintendo 64. And to this day, I end up replaying the first one and the Thousand Year Door. I do have Super Paper Mario, which I'm planning to do a project for later, as soon as I get a better camera. Sticker Star is a lot of fun to play, but the puzzles are extremely cryptic. I made it to the fourth world, but I'm just stumped on some parts of the stage. I mean, there's just some puzzles that are just too cryptic for me to solve. I mean, I had to look up a walkthrough guide on YouTube to get through the third world. Anyway, I understand some people's complaints about how the Sticker Stars just completely fall short of the first two games, because it doesn't have the level up system, the badge mechanics, partners. Yeah, truly a disappointment, but the music is catchy, the 3D effects are there. Yeah, I thought I had more to say on this. So anyway, I've not been in the game in all these years. Yeah, to me, I'm screaming in my mind. It's Legend of Zelda Phantom Tracks all over again. And here's a game I recently owned, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Did I read this right? Yeah, Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, I keep getting the titles all mixed up. Like, I keep thinking it's Omega Sapphire, but no, it's The other one is Omega Ruby. This is Alpha Sapphire. The game that I fell out of love with Pokemon for a couple of years, but the game that made me get back into Pokemon was Pokemon Emerald. Yeah, since I got this, I've been playing this non-stop. Just catching Pokemon, leveling up, level grinding my Pokemon breeding, and everything I used to do as soon as a new Pokemon game comes out. But I didn't get this exactly when it came out. Better late than never. Well, it's a testament to show how great this is. Another one I got better late than never as well as Pokemon Y version. Yeah, I'm really digging the storyline and characters in this game. When I first played this, I feel like a total noob when I play a 6th generation Pokemon game because a new type had been introduced called Fairy. Yeah, it's a Pokemon type that's capable of standing up against dragons, and good lord, a lot of the older Pokemon had been updated to be either part Fairy or all Fairy. And because of such unfamiliarity, the game was rather harder. Yeah, that's what I mean by feeling like a total noob. Still, nonetheless, it's still a great game. And this is a game I've anticipated the year this came out. Yeah, I got my limited edition copy of Project Cross Zone. Well, when I was all hyped up about this game coming out, I ended up calling it Project X Zone because of the way it's spelled. But the X is supposed to be an acronym for cross, as in a crossover. When I saw the ad for this at GameStop, I thought this was gonna be like the Ultimate Tournament fighter. I'm like, oh crap, they're gonna have to tag in the .hack characters in the game. They got Devil May Cry, the characters from Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, Street Fighter. Oh man, I gotta play this. Yeah, I did get my poster with the game and an illustration booklet and a soundtrack. Doesn't have all the songs in it, but just enough to keep you entertained. Anyway, I end up hearing an ad later in the GameStop. Well, when it was played on their television screen they have in this store, they announced it's a strategy RPG. I'm like, oh, I'm already playing a strategy RPG, and that's Fire Emblem Awakening, but this one isn't too bad. It was fun for what it's worth. As entertaining as those summer action movies where they have an all-star cast like the Expendables. And I heard a Project Cross Zone 2 is coming out, so reserve your copy if you plan on getting the limited edition for that one as well. Boom. My very first Shin Megami Tensei game. Devil Summoner Soul Hacker. Yeah, it's a JRPG, and Okay, I'm drawing a blank again. Okay, yeah. I'll just simply say this game is pretty hard. It's good. It's good. I love the music in the game. Well, what else do I have to add? Look, I'm also digging the character designs, game mechanics, especially with controlling them, controlling monsters. Like, you also, yeah, it's also one of those games that has like an affinity setting, but you also gotta try to make friends with monsters just so they can be loyal to you and everything. I hardly know what I'm talking about this one anyway. I haven't played this one very much. And it's the only M-rated game I own in my collection. I got as far as I could in the game. Even I was able to get through some puzzles. But the problem is a certain a boss I can't beat. Like, I'm supposed to defeat an angelic dolphin and none of my attacks work. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. Next up is Star Fox 64 3D. Always loved the Star Fox series when it came out on the Nintendo 64. The first time I played it, I didn't have a Nintendo 64 back then, but I did have a Super Nintendo, and I played the first Star Fox on that system. I got a chance to play the Nintendo 64 version of Star Fox, and I'm loving the graphics and gameplay. Like, this is why I called it a definitive space shooter. You won't find that in Action 52. I guarantee that. Anyway, this one has two modes where you get to play the original Nintendo 64 difficulty. Well, and there's also the 3DS challenge. This also the game also makes you use of gyro controls, like you get to tilt the ship as you move the 3DS. I thought that was cool, but I'm not up for that kind of challenge yet. Don't laugh. Style savvy trendsetters. Well, this is, for a fashion game, I gotta say, this is very, very good. And yeah, it isn't saying much because this is the only one I've played. Okay, so I do a lot of drawings for anime, manga-based characters, and I'm looking to dress up my characters, but I need all kinds of inspiration to design outfits for my characters, or original characters, if you will. So this game helps me a lot for all kinds of inspiration. Anyway, this is a very casual game. This also helps you develop a sense of style and get some fashion knowledge. And hey, you could dress up guys in that game too. So it's kind of a plus for me since I got design guys as well for character design. And here's a game I've been playing so avidly when I got it. It's Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. I almost have all the DLC characters in this game. I'm just waiting waiting until February until Correlated Bayonetta come out. I can't wait. How skilled am I? Well, when I was at the laundromat, the guy asked me, "Do you pride yourself as being a great player?" I really can't say for sure, but I am getting better. I end up learning some tricks online to see how I can improve my skill and what to watch out for because there are some very dedicated players out there that bring nastiness to their game. Like, whoa, you lose in the blink of an eye and leave you in tears. As far as the generations of Super Smash Bros., I love this one a lot better than Brawl. Yeah, it may not have Snake from Metal Gear Solid or Wolf from Star Fox, but this is a lot better because, for one thing, you don't slip up for no reason. I hate that. Let's see. Next is Tales of the Abyss. I already have a PlayStation 2 copy of this game. I love the game, and I would very much love it if I could play this on the go, but I don't play this very often, though. Only because I got my hands on the PlayStation 2 copy first. But nonetheless, if I'm away from home and this is what I happen to have on me, I would love to play the Tales series. I love the Tales series since I played Legendi on PlayStation 2. Well, I'm just disappointed that Tales of Hearts didn't get a 3DS release. It just had a PlayStation Vita release. Yeah, the Tales of Hearts did come out on the DS, but it was only out in Japan. And the last one on my list right now is Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy. When this game came out, it was the 25th anniversary of the franchise. One thing you gotta love about Final Fantasy is the soundtrack. It says on the back, play back your awakened memories. Yeah, it's a musical game where you get to pick the chibi versions of Final Fantasy characters, which and the design on the characters look familiar. They look like the avatars used in Kingdom Hearts recoded for the Avatar feature. Yeah, didn't you notice that? Anyway, haven't played this very often lately, but when I got it, I play this as often as I could just to get a lot of rhythmia, you know, a lot of points just to unlock all kinds of content in this game. And I didn't. It does have the DLC feature where you get to download additional songs, but I didn't really get much. I just got a couple of tracks from Final Fantasy 12. That's about it. Wow. I'm just looking at the time code, and it's like and I've taken about half an hour just to comment on all my the 3DS games. I'm not leaving anything out. They all came in the box. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good night. Until next time, see you in the future.